Hey guys, Fletcher here from Lost in the Wilderness, and we got a new compatriot. We have new comrade.
Vincent.
Yeah. Who are you, Mr. Angel in the Light?
I'm Vincent, and I am a mystery man from Fletcher's College.
He's also a backpacker and a canoe tripper, so seeing a lot more of this. There's only one problem with him. He's from Long Island. So, you know what? I'll let Vinny talk about his own stuff. I also don't care what he has. For this trip, I actually have my solo tent with me. The other trips I went with Edwin. He had a two-man, so I decided to bring my tent. We just went with his tent, and I stayed with him. This trip, I have my North Face Stormbreak 1. Absolutely phenomenal tent. I got it set up so the wind just kind of blows right into my tent. It's a little warm right now, but it'll cool off tonight, so I might close that up. So that's gravy. Inside, I don't want to open it because there's a lot of horseflies that, I just saw one. There's one on my leg. Inside, I have a pillow. That's new. That's my ideal piece. That's my most excitable piece of kit for this adventure. And then I have a... Are you done? Are you done?
Yes.
Are you done? I have a North Face Elevation 40. It goes down to 40 degrees, and then below that is just my standard sleeping pad. You guys have seen that a billion times, so you don't need to see that again. But other than that, I got a big gear bomb right here that I need to clean up. Some stuff I need to move around so my pack's more balanced tomorrow. Because Tom Thompson to Ink Lake is right over there. And it will not be fun. It will not be fun.
Alright, so Fletcher already gave you a rundown of his gear. For this trip, I am very spaciously running a Sequoia from North Face. It is a two-man tent.
Well, they make a one-man, right? They make a one and a three.
They do make a one and a three, except I'm all alone for this. And
Because he has no one to love.
it's true.
That's not actually true.
It's not actually true. But inside, we've got a few things. I've got a bag of some small toiletries that I just shoved in here for now. And my sleeping bag, which is sprawled out ever so sloppily, is a Marmot 40 degree Aspen Trailblazer.
That's a good tent. That's not tent. Well, yes, it's a good tent, but it's a good sleeping bag too.
It's an excellent sleeping bag, and it has lasted me 4 years.
Our first trip together was below freezing. That was all you had, and it actually served you well. That is not recommended. Don't be as dumb as Vinny.
Not recommended, but
We're just dumb Americans.
That tent has served me great in below freezing temperatures and beyond.
All right, guys. So today was a success, but as with every trip, there's gonna be gear failures. So for me on this trip is definitely my Sawyer Squeeze Mini. Nothing against Sawyer, I should have replaced it. I've been using it for a couple years now, so I should have replaced it before coming out here. The flow on it was super slow, so I tried backwashing it. And then it was still super slow, and then Vinny was actually pumping for me because we actually saw an otter. I didn't get a chance to film it, I'm sorry. And he squeezed it for, what, 2 seconds?
Bag blew up.
And the bag blew up. So Vinny's been nice to give me his backup bag, and I'm going to suffer through this trip. And then he's been letting, and when we fill up my Nalgene, he's just been filling it up for me via his Sawyer Squeeze, and I feel bad using it because you're taking miles off of it.
That's okay.
But Vinny fountains all his water into his face, so I don't have to worry about you being gross.
Nope.
We're making dinner. My gourmet for tonight is Alpine Air, sweet potato, chim kim and rice. So we got chim kim going. Right now we're just burning the fire that has been left to us by previous campers, and it's not that great, but there's no wood. I gotta clean up my gear bomb. Eat dinner, hang the bear bag, chill. Just getting the craft all loaded up. Getting ready to go. I'm sitting back today. And camp's all loaded. And going back there to get the bear bag this morning was horrendous because the mosquitoes were, it felt like you were wearing a jacket of mosquitoes. Vinny, what did you think of the mosquitoes?
Have you ever heard the woods scream at you?
Explain.
It's terrifying. I've never before been in a place where there are so many mosquitoes that maybe around 10 o'clock last night, right before we went to go to bed, this whirring sound came up. And it was absolutely horrifying. The ring of mosquito wings filled the air.
Yeah,
Something I'd never like to experience again.
So it looks like we got a little bit of cloud cover coming in and a little bit of wind, and I don't hate that because nothing is worse than paddling on a summer stale stagnant day. So we're gonna wait on Vinny here for a hot minute and then we're gonna take off.
Only gonna be a hot second, don't you worry.
Oh, it's okay. Alright, Tom Thompson Lake has now killed me 4 times within the past year. But this time mosquitoes were, that was the fastest I've ever done Tom Thompson at Ink Lake. Because there were so many mosquitoes that we went through a can of Deep Woods Off. You know, get that DEET, gotta love that DEET. DEET, 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 DEET. Yeah, the freaking, oh my god, it was horrible. You go until you can't anymore, and then as quick as you possibly can, throw the oars in the life jackets, which we don't have on because we got out of there as fast as we possibly. They followed us out of the woods and across Ink Lake.
Never have I inhaled 3 mosquitoes with 1 breath of air.
It was miserable. So now we're on McIntosh Lake right now. There's a beauty breeze going. It's about 9:45 in the morning. It's just beauty out here. And we're finding our 530 portage into McIntosh Creek, around some rapids, and then you paddle, and then you go around some more rapids, and then we're in Grassy Boy Bay, and then we're in Big Trout, and then after Big Trout is what? Is Otter Slide?
I'm not sure, probably.
Otter Slide, and then after that we're in Burnt Island Lake, and that's where we're camping for the night. So making phenomenal time. Looks like we got some cloudy boys rolling in. So all right, guys, we're just getting into Big Trout Lake, or White Trout Lake now. We got really turned around in Grassy Bay per the fact that Grassy Bay is fairly hard to navigate. The wind, as you can probably tell, is acting up. More clouds are rolling in. We have a lot of ground to cover and we don't need anything slowing us down. So we are gonna go and book it. We're booking it, we're gonna do it. We're still doing it. We're not gonna be quitters.
We can't be quitters, we've passed our cutoff.
For what?
Shortcut back?
Yeah. In the distance that I haven't talked to you, we saw another moose, and he was one of the big bull mooses with a full rack of antlers. Would it be a rack or would it be a dish?
It's a rack.
I think it's okay. With a whole thing of antlers. So, but he was just so far away that it wasn't even worth filming. But that was really cool to see. So. Hey guys, it's a touch windy. We're at this campsite on Big Trout Lake. It's not where we're staying tonight. We're just taking a quick break. before booking it down the lake, doing about 5 portages, and then finding our spot for the night. They're 3 of them are relatively short, and then 2 of them are 700s, so nothing over a kilometer. Then he's taking care of some business. We're stopping for a little thing of water, something to eat. Then we're gonna assess the map just to see how far we've got to go, and then we're gonna get right back on the water, do it up. It's really windy out, but what's nice, bonus, is we have to go that way. And as you can see, the wind is just blowing straight through there. So that adds to our speed, which cuts down on our time. Another thing is, this trip is pretty great. It's really warm out, and the portages are super buggy, super mosquito-y. But when you're out on the lake, or basically anywhere, but anywhere that's not congested with bushes and trees, so McIntosh Creek, I can take you out of that. It's really nice, and the breeze is just, it feels great. This trip has been really good. Seen 2 moose. Hoping to see more moose. Pretty cool to see multiple meese. Is it meese? If it's geese, why isn't it meese? These are things to these are the things I contemplate before I sleep at night. Anyway, what's your update time?
I don't know. What time is it now?
I hate you.
We're about to head out to the long string of portages for today. Started off this morning with the 2K, so this can't be too bad.
The Tokay?
2K.
Tokay?
Okay.
Thomas Kalnaki?
I highly recommend his music, by the way.
Yeah, if you want,
Fletcher doesn't.
If you want depression.
We're about to head over that way, just getting a drink at this nice campsite, and get back to you guys later.
He acts like it's his YouTube channel. Hey guys, and we are at camp. We've been at camp for a little bit. Why you gotta breathe so heavy in my videos? You don't breathe like that. Next time I come by, you're just... So today brought a lot of things to light. This trip has been very difficult. Yesterday wasn't very difficult, but today was just unrelenting. You gonna make a fire or what?
Fire's made.
Damn it. So we're at a campsite on Burnt Island Lake, like we promised. We're gonna the Joe Lakes, Baby Joe, Lost Joe, and Joe Lake, 295, and we're home. Paddle across Canoe Lake, take the boat back to Algonquin Outfitters in Huntsville, and yeah, that'll be it.
Meat's back on the menu.
Meat's back on the menu.
Oh shit.
Gotta edit that out. Sorry. Alright, Vinny. it's safe to say that we destroyed ourselves on this trip. So, with that, with a very hard trip, I would like to know how you'd rate your Eddie Bauer boots. Because I've told people about my North Face Hedgehogs, and I've sung its praises. I want you to sing your boots' praises.
I think that their waterline could be a little bit higher because the lip of the boot goes down so far. However, I think they do an excellent job. They kind of stick to everything in the sense of they don't slip. So I can stand on any surface and I'm pretty good.
Every surface but one.
What surface?
Logs.
No, that log fell out from under me.
Uh-huh.
They stick to just about everything.
You fell out into the water.
And they hold water in and out, apparently.
Yeah.
I fell into the water, yes. However, I'm not exaggerating when I say I stepped on a floating log.
Okay, so anyway, how do you like them?
Yeah, pretty good.
Out of 10.
I give them 9 out of 10.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bien. Okay, TubeU. Hey, TubeU. Okay, guys. So Vinny and I woke up, and this trip's been so rough. We're looking to be done, and it's something I hate to say, but the bugs were just so bad. It was bad. I wouldn't say this whole trip was a failure. I wouldn't say that at all. So we just literally pounded breakfast in us. I did some granola bars, and Vinny actually did oatmeal. And we packed up camp, and now we're getting ready to take off. And yeah. So we're gonna get out on the lake, and then I'll probably check in with you pretty much later in the day. But, yeah. All right. See you out on the water. All right, Vinny, what happened?
Well, the water here at Bird Bridge got up, got out.
And did we get lost?
We almost did.
We went the wrong way.
We went east.
Instead of south. Because I let you hold the map.
Yep, I don't have my compass with me.
Mr. I Love Maps got us lost on the second biggest lake in all of Algonquin. But there's no bugs, and there's a really nice breeze. It feels great out here. I'm honestly not even mad that you got us lost.
Alright, so I can do all kinds of shit.
Shut up. Look at that! Look at that! It is gorgeous though.
Very much.
Wonder how far it goes down. Rock faces like that tend to go down a couple feet.
At least.
Might be 20, might be 60 feet, might be 5.
40, might be 60, might be 5. Look at that log way out there.
That log, that's a Canadian log. No business.
What is the definition of Canadian in this context? I want to hear it.
What?
I want to hear how you define Canadian in this context.
It's a great thing. I like it back in here, man. I like it a lot.
We got a 165 out of here.
165.
And then we're home free pretty much. Look at the little trout.
Except for that. Where?
I don't think you're going to see them. Scared them. I scared them a lot.
I don't think there's trout in here. I think it's too warm.
There's something small swimming upstream. It looked trout-esque. Actually, the coloration on them didn't really look like trout.
Could have been a chub. Chubs are often mistaken for trout from being in the water.
Oh, wow. It's deep here.
Just a deep hole.
It's just a wall.
I don't hate being back here.
Yeah.
Unlike Otterslide Creek.
Otterslide Creek was a nightmare. There was silver, big fish. Right under.
There's 2 more moose. There's 2 more male bull mooses. Just hanging out. Now they're dashing. That's cool. Huge animals.
Big boys.
Wow. Wait a minute. Nope, nope. Dashing. All right. Gravy. All right, guys. That is the last portage behind us.
Oh, that's something close. I didn't mean to.
That is the last massive stump behind us. And I'm on the last bar of my video. So I think unless Vinny says something weird on the ride home, or we get detained at border because for some ungodly reason, they don't like it when you come back to the place where you're a citizen. Peculiar. All right, I gotta turn the camera off now because Vinny's gonna say something inappropriate. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500. What?
When I wake up.
Well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's waking up next to you. And when I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I'm walking,
I don't know.
and I'm and I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more.